All right, since retiring, I've had a chance finally to work on projects around the house. So I'm going to show my train signals today, some gas pumps I've worked on, and my lamp collection. At any rate, these are a couple of switch stands with lamps on top, and you can see that they're held on with a fork. Up here are block indicators, and these were used next to the tracks to warn the motor car operators that there is a train coming. And when they're in this position, that means the track is clear. I'm sorry, when they're in this position, the track is occupied because the arms are down or the line is straight across. And then when they go to the other position, I'll show you in a moment, that meant the track is clear, and that was so that the motor cars could get out there and work on the tracks, or you could line a switch and come out on the main line if you're a train. And these ones over here are not hooked up, but this is in the stop position when the arm is straight. This is a Southern Pacific type. Arm position, it's straight. This one would drop down. This one would go up. This is a standard switch stand here, not type used anymore. And what happened is when you threw the arm here, then the lamp and the lantern would rotate and show the track to a different position. All right, we'll turn this on now, and then we'll go and continue the tour outside. So Wigwag is from Pacific Electric, and they hung from telephone poles. I had the bell shut off. I'll have that ringing in a moment. And as you can see up here, these indicators now, the arms are up on them. Put it down. That's in the occupied, and that's in the clear position. I'll show you the inside of a wigwag. There's the inside of it. We'll turn that on. You can watch the swing arm go back and forth. It's basically magnets at the top, and the arm at the bottom would swing back and forth and reverse the polarity from one side to the other. Pull the rag out of the bell. And another thing I was able to do is get the sign on the side of the truck. This is a Hancock air whistle. You might have heard in my other videos, and if you like the truck, there's a link on my video to this truck, and we'll just blow the whistle so you know what it sounds like. So if you like the truck, you can go to another link that's on this site. Over here is my lamp and lantern collection. We'll start with the marker lights. These are Pile National electric markers. They mount with an arm on the back of either a locomotive tender or caboose or passenger car. They were Southern Pacific type. And here's it opened up inside. These are a pair of kerosene marker lights. These were used by Union Pacific, Rio Grande. Very few other railroads actually use these. They're kind of a hard to find type lamp. And there's the inside, the fountain, the burner. And you just pull out this plunger, and then the bracket would rotate when it was hanging on the side of the car. This is a pair of Milwaukee Road Handlin marker lights. And what's kind of rare about these is they're probably never used, because Milwaukee Road is one of the last railroads to buy kerosene lanterns and use them. I don't know if it was because they just didn't have the money to be electrifying things, or they just had them in stock in an old purchase. Over here's the switch lamp collection. This is a bell-bottom switch lamp with a fork mount, with a square mount in it. And I forget what railroad it's marked, but it's marked up inside. This is another bell-bottom switch lamp, and it's an old Union Pacific Southern Pacific, all the West Coast railroads use these, and they mount it on forks. It has 2 red day targets on it, and it's got blue lenses in it because it was used as on a derail switch. This Santa Fe switch lamp, which only Santa Fe used this style for some reason, and this fount has 2 prongs on the bottom, and it doesn't want to come out, so we don't want to run this up. This switch lamp here was one of the last kerosene switch lamps made and ordered, and they were ordered by Burlington Northern. And the story that I got was that they ordered these in the 60s, late 60s, but the merger wasn't approved until the 70s, so these just went into storage. By that point, the railroads were getting rid of the kerosene lanterns because the guys were retiring that maintained them, and Scotch Light had come out for the targets, so it was no longer necessary to have lanterns on. So this one is actually marked BN ink stamped into it, and it was never used. It was just never put on a switch. This one here, I think it's Chesapeake in Ohio. It's a Handlin switch lamp. You can see it's a little bit different, and it's got targets on it like the one in the garage. These are Dressel lamps here. This is an older one because it's got these prongs that hold the lenses in. Big crow's foot bottom. I think this is a Central Railroad of New Jersey. This is a really old guy. I just got it recently and restored it. And the lenses on it are actually clear, and then they're flashed with red. These lenses are marked inside from the 1800s, 1880 something or something like that when they were made. And this lamp is also marked New York Central and Hudson River. And it's a Dressel, and it's got the muffin top on it. This is a Dressel, and it's marked New York, New Haven, and Hartford. And it's got, I think there are lunar lenses in it, which was the indication for clear at the time on certain railroads. They used lunar for clear, red for stop. This is an arm spear switch lamp, and it's marked Midland Terminal Railway, which I think was a short line in Colorado. It's got 2 green, 2 red lenses. This is a Milwaukee Road switch lamp. Milwaukee made their own switch lanterns in their shops because they apparently made a lot of things. This has got a bullet hole in it. Here's the exit wound. And the entrance was on this side, but I kind of pounded it out. And it's a survivor. Even though it got shot at, it still lives to this day. This is an electric switch lamp, which replaced a lot of the kerosene switch lanterns, and it's an Adlake. 2 red, 2 green lenses. And then one of the last incarnations of switch lanterns was the reflex lamp, and that's what this is. This is a Dressel reflex lamp. It's got thick glass lenses on it, and it's marked for Santa Fe. Okay, so that concludes the lamp and lantern. Now we'll go in the back here, and I just finished yesterday with restoring this wigwag and getting it set up. This little area over here is going to be my outdoor railway. I've got some logging engines and stuff, and just going to be a loop track with a siding. And there was an old deck here that I tore out, and then brought all these boulders up with my tractor and piled them all up. So this is where my outdoor G-scale train will be. And this is the tunnel that our king snake likes to go hide out in during the day and get out of the sun. It's about 3 foot long king snake. He'll be hanging in there quite a bit. So here's the latest wigwag. And as I said, I just finished this up yesterday. What's cool about this one, it's on the case, which is Magnetic Signal Company case. It's got the stop when swinging sign on it with the glass beads in it. Glass lenses in the banner, and it's got this big counterweight on it. And anyways, we'll turn this guy on now. And that concludes my latest tour of projects that I've been working on since retirement. Thanks for watching.